the best of times to actually design a future we can truly embrace and be proud of.
But what is needed is much more seismic. A paradigm shift and a move from traditional medical model of healthcare to a new model that will transform the care of the world's population. And this is in the main a simple idea of moving away from sick care to what healthcare should really be.
So what is needed today is to revive this true meaning of politics. This is our ethical, political challenge. How we will keep these amazing capabilities and power in check, on track, and accountable.
We need to focus on greater transparency and openness. I think we need to focus less on knowledge and more on insights and wisdom and turning them into action. I think we have to encourage more collaboration. I believe, as I have already alluded to, we have to have greater engagement with the private sector, and we have to rethink the proper role of government.
It's an opportunity to rethink and redesign because of the increasing opportunities offered by new technologies.
We have to be very optimistic, but I think it depends on whether we are innovative or not, entrepreneur or not, and then lastly, whether we use the latest digital technology or not.
By looking at opportunities through the dual lenses of our mission, which is to bring medical technology to unmet medical needs, and the markets, nonprofits can be the final piece in a puzzle to help solve this looming crisis in China.
Can artificial intelligence help us? Can we know? Because that would be wonderful. Unfortunately, we can't. But what we can is to predict where there's a greater likelihood, and for example, for certain epidemics, when it comes to epidemics, the sooner you can act and make a difference, the more you can limit the damage.
This small device can help bring a big change to the world. The dream of medicine for 100% of the people has been there for a long time. We think Apiject will take us a giant step closer to making that dream a reality.
So that's around 33,000 to 35,000 people per year, 2,700 per month. And the formulation that we find most compelling is that once this is actually up and running at scale, you're looking at 90 lives every single day that are saved because you're able to recover and transplant bone marrow from deceased donors.
Today we are suffering from an epidemic. That epidemic is called the modern lifestyle. The conversation must move to well-being. When you start living a life of well-being, when you're not spending a lot of dollars on healthcare, the dollars that exist in the system will help us democratize and provide access to all over the world the best of healthcare.
Is to promote leadership development and thought leadership through scholarships, fellowships, and educational programs in partnership with universities, and through research and innovation with think tanks and tertiary education institutions, respectively.
You ain't nothing but a hunger, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hunger, crying all the time.
You are fabulous. You are wrong.
从健康中国发展的角度看，
我们很重要的要有一个思想观念的转变，那就是以治疗为中心，转向以健康为中心。只有完成了这个转向，我们才可能对全民健康和医疗保障水平全过程、全覆盖整体水平的提高。
我们尝试通过科技来促进医疗的生产效率的提升。我们希望呢，通过连接打破我们物理的围墙，能够实现共享。通过这个共享来实现这个对称，提升这个效率。我们尝试着通过科技的手段，把我们必须要在大医院长时间排队才能够获得的服务，延伸到家庭里，延伸到我们的单位里，延伸到农村里，延伸到学校里。我们也希望能够用 AI 复制我们顶尖的大医生的大脑。我们希望说用 AI 能够复制我们韩院士的智慧，能够让更多的中国的基层医生都具备大医生这样的本领。那么这样，我们认为看病难的问题就有可能得到实质性的突破。
The future, the genomic future, is here. It's going to grow, it's going to elaborate. There's much more as we layer on epigenomics, proteomics, microbiomics, the environment, and all the wearables where we can integrate this big data. But for now, I hope you'll agree that the exploration of genomics through small data has taught us that this may be less dangerous and more productive than we had ever thought.
And so when we think about both the outcomes side for an individual patient, but how this technology fits into the larger planning of the way we're going to build our healthcare systems in the future, I would argue that this is where we need to be focusing on the data.
We are entering the era that is being called frugal health, which is an era where it's possible to deliver affordable healthcare solutions by a 10x, if not 100x manner.
Maybe one way to address this is to consider the idea of forming a new Belt and Road, One Belt, One Road University Healthcare Alliance. Something that we can all actually make healthcare available to more and more people along the 65 countries of the Belt and Road. Two-thirds of the world's population.
Living happily, giving, sharing, more importantly, cultivating a positive family health, creating role models. We need to go back and change the discussion, not about the causes of disease, but the causes of health.
With this technology, we are going to be much better informed as consumers. Our children need these global solutions. And while we may not have a leader that reflects that right now, in the hearts of all of these young families, of these parents, are people who are so hungry for the solutions that you have to offer.
So Chinese medicine is mind-body wellness. And of course, the mind aspect incorporates the spirit. We need to have faith, we need to have the know-how, and the potential is all within each one of us.
Face-to-face contact releases neurotransmitters that foster trust and reduce stress. They kill pain. They induce pleasure. They tighten your bonds. That sense of belonging established through social contact in person is so crucial to our well-being and survival that even non-verbal primates sense its importance.
Taking care of the health of elders comes right at the bottom of everybody's priorities. And I do want to find a way that I can, in my own way, change that and make it at least number 2, number 3, number 4.
So as we look to the new definition of healthy aging, let's look at how we can incorporate function into our practices and assess it throughout a life course and then create a response to that.
It's been an amazing journey to put the kind of minds here together, and I think one of the best gifts we got, which we should all be very thankful for, that each speaker gave us, is the gift of their time. I want to thank all our speakers, all our entrepreneurs, because we really believe you are billionaires of moments. That's why we invited you here. And thank you so much for making all of us richer. Thank you.